Hello everyone and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, where just a little while after the re-release of the Boeing 707, the well-received re-release of the Boeing 707, we have updates to some of Aeroplane Heaven's other planes from the previous version of the sim, and the updates being from Inibuilds. So we're hoping that they are also of high quality here, and one of them is the Boeing 307, the Stratoliner, and then we also have the Ford Trimotor, now by Inibuilds, previously by Aeroplane Heaven, and the C-46 Commando, and I don't actually have the Bell 47, so that's not going to be one that I'm going to be featuring. I'm mostly interested in actually the C-46, but I'll try the 307 first. I had been iffy on it in the previous version of the sim. Other people were quite disappointed by it. We'll see how it is now with the upgrades. Alright, so for the Stratoliner, we don't seem to have any other variants. There's just one variant of the Stratoliner. There's an aeronautic livery, an area livery, emerald livery, Pan Am livery, plain white polished, and the TWA and World Travel. I'll take the TWA. And I'll take off from Burbank, Bob Hope Airport. I won't go through the startup on this one. I'll just fly it and see how well it flies. So, my understanding is that the flight model has been revised and tuned. There are changes to handling, stability, and stuff like that. Also, the aircraft weight throughout its flight. Cockpit systems, instrumentation, and electrical behavior have been fixed. The sound package has been completely rebuilt. And also it does have career mode compatibility. So this is what the cockpit looks like right now. And since I don't recall exactly how it was in Flight Sim 2020, I obviously had it, but I did not fly it very often. So see, well, our temperatures are a little bit cold right now. It'll warm them up pretty soon. And, well, the fabric is not too bad there. The light wear is okay. And outside, well, maybe if we had a little bit of a different time of day, it'd be better. So you can see the detail of the exterior. Always sort of had a cute face, this one. I'd say it's a very nice exterior, but I don't think the exterior has been changed, or at least the notes I see do not mention anything about the exterior being changed, so. Alright, well, the sound is good. Let's see, as I throttle up. That's pretty darn good. I like that sound. Whoa, okay. Steering. Still a tail dragger. Heavy tail dragger, so it's not that fidgety, but still. And of course it's got 4 props. Oh! There's a 707 right there. Hello there. Wow, that 707 is real crazy. That's crazier than I am usually. Oh, I think I heard him crash. Well, that's Burbank for you. Anyway. It feels hefty. And one of the complaints I had for many planes in Flight Sim 2020 was that they were very stiff. They all felt like you were flying a fly-by-wire plane. And this currently does not. Well, let's go ahead and fly around downtown LA, shall we? I'll just go ahead and fly to LAX and land there. That seems like a decent flight. I mean, as far as minor test flights go, So having throttle down, way down, the sound is calmer, but then you get this sort of buzz. And then at the top, certainly the sound seems like the most satisfying thing. I'm sure all the systems have subtle improvements, or maybe even not so subtle improvements. It does look good in here, so that's nice. No complaints so far. I'm sure people can spot more details and compare to what they remember in Flight Sim 2020 for it. I know there were complaints in Flight Sim 2020 from the old version, and I don't recall what those were, but those who do can probably figure out whether this is an improvement or not. And I certainly hope it would be. Okay, downtown LA. Straight up photogrammetry. And let's turn to the airport. There are many airliners that I'm going to get in the way of. Okay, landing gear coming down. I swear I feel like a leaf. I'm just sort of floating in slowly. Oh, I got a little bit too leaf-like there. Some planes are doing wacky things. That's like some GTA stuff right there. Oh, the wheels were a little bit lower than I thought they were. Okay, we're on the ground. Well, I want my tail wheel planted before I try to take a taxiway. Okay, trying to get out of the way here, but I think somebody's gonna scream right past me. Yep. Darn it, 737, have some respect. Have some respect for your elders. Alright, well that's enough testing of this one. Looks good to me. You guys can tell me what you think. Let me pull up the Curtiss C-46. Alright, so with the Curtiss C-46 we have a modern variant and a military variant. And the modern variant has the following liveries: Buffalo, Pan Am, and World Travel. And then the military one has blue, Japanese Defense Force, OD, which looks like sort of a more traditional look, frankly, and then US Navy. I'll take the OD. And we'll fly around San Diego this time.
1612.
Okay, cockpit is, I think, finished loading. And this is how it looks. So according to MSFSaddons.com, an article on these four planes, this C-46 got the most system level attention. The flight model has been revised to better reflect the aircraft's size and mass. Well, thank goodness. And it has deeper changes in the electrical and fuel systems. The electrical simulation has been expanded with the buses, a reworked battery, and stuff like that. And then the fuel system has been rebuilt around tank selection, one would hope. What else was the fuel system based on? Anyway, engine, fuel routing, and crossfeed. So, we have those improvements. Doesn't say anything about the sound. So maybe this is how it sounded like before as well. Or maybe they just didn't get around to talking about that. As far as the exterior detail, it's a little bit more plain. It's not as shiny, obviously. But it still looks good. Looks about how I would expect it. Alright, well, let's see how it goes. That's the throttle up. Sounds good to me. Promptly on its main wheels. Not much wiggle here. It's definitely an advanced tail dragger. And gear up. Can't really hear the landing gear from in here. But it is up. And this too should be usable in career mode, I think. This is an interesting pyramid right there. Well, a pyramid merged with some other stuff. Well, hefty though it might be with the revised flight model, it's still nicely maneuverable, actually. Of course, I just flew the Stratoliners, so that's not quite as maneuverable. Maybe that helps. I can even fly it upside down. They might want to revise that. I don't know. Can this plane fly upside down? I'm liking the revised flight model so far. Oh, well, I don't know. Well, I'm spending quite a lot of time upside down. I can't just do a negative G uprighting, so I'm probably just going to... Let's see, can I do it this way? This is probably a bad idea. Oh, okay, it wasn't happy with that. No! Ah, okay. Inverted, yes. That particular maneuver, whatever I was trying to do there, not so much. But like I said, though they changed the flight model and said it was more appropriate for the aircraft size and mass, seems pretty maneuverable to me. But it is not stiff. It is not like a fly-by-wire plane. It's not got that problem. That's a nice look right there. Got a sort of classic look to it. I don't know why the scene is sort of a little bit jerky though. It almost looks like film stutter, which is oddly appropriate, but not what I'm expecting. We'll just give downtown a little buzz and then land at San Diego International. It was very stable during takeoff, so that was nice too. I sure never know what the ships are doing. That ship in particular. Well, hello San Diego. Right by the stadium. Better see where I'm going. Alright. Can I land really quickly here? I don't know. How military is this? Okay, well, I've got flaps down and gear down, but I'm coming in from a very high altitude. Let's see if I can manage this. No airliner. I'm military. It's an emergency situation, I swear. His jets sound pretty good. Going right up behind me. Oh, there it goes. Couldn't wait, huh? I'm pretty tall compared to it, all things considered. Oh, I guess I'll take this. It's giving me arrows. I didn't ask for arrows, though. So, no problems. Very, very easy plane to fly. Quite comforting. If you want to fly something with propellers on it and not be too bothered by it, this is one of those. Ground handling wise, well, sometimes it can turn, sometimes it decides not to. Feels about right though. Oh, it turned right at the last moment when I didn't want it to. Alright. So there you have it. The Boeing 307 Stratoliner and the C-46, the Curtiss C-46 Commando. And, well, they seem great to me, and I look forward to anything else Inibuilds would care to release. So with that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do press like. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. And I'll see you next time.